Something I thought a little odd in the scorecards for the Portugal Pro, and will Big Ramy be back on the stage at this year's Olympia? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. All right, this past Portugal Pro was a bit of a controversy, if you would, about the placings. Nathan Deasha getting third place behind Bruno Santos. Yes, Nathan's always been outspoken. He made a post after his recent fourth place finish in Dubai that he was discriminated, if you would, against because of his outspokenness, and he went at the judges, some other competitors, and now we got this placing over here, third place behind Bruno Santos, which is very questionable. It makes you wonder whether there's any validity to Nathan's claims. I said it before, I said it in the past, I said it many times. I really wouldn't want to think that judging is political or they're retaliating against certain competitors, but it makes you think a little bit. Now I'm looking at the scorecards, and what I did find a little odd, if you look at the prejudging and you look at the finals, the scoring was exactly the same. The way they had him placed after prejudging, there was no variation in the finals, and you usually don't see that. With all the competitors, not typically. You usually see some changes. Some competitors look a little better prejudging, some look a little better in the finals, and you always see some little variation at the very least with the scoring from the prejudging to the finals. Once again, the way they had him placed after prejudging was exactly the same way they had it after the finals, and was the final outcome. Once again, I don't know who was the head judge at this show, and even if it was a Steve Weinberger or a Tyler Mannion, the head judge doesn't make the ultimate decision on who wins. It's a cumulative of all the judges. It just gives a little more credence to Nathan's claim that maybe they have it out for him. I'm not saying that, but you have to think about it. You have to wonder a little. Big Ramy, he's making posts again, and if you really get the impression that he is coming back to the stage for this year's Olympia, I think it'll be 2 years or 3 that he's been on stage. It might have been 3 years now since he's been on stage. Got all the stem cell treatments, supposed to be all fixed up. He's going to come back, and I don't think it's going to work out all that well for him. First off, I question whether these stem cell treatments will actually fix what was the issues with Ramy. I highly question that. Even if it did make a difference, for the sake of the argument, will that make a difference? One of the things that gave Ramy a big edge when he was up on stage was he was enormous. He was just outmassed everybody tremendously. He doesn't do that anymore. Not with our current lineup of bodybuilders. He might be the biggest still, maybe, but we got a lot of guys that are right up there with him, very close to him, if he still is the biggest. So that was taken away from him. That factor is taken away from him now, and it can make a major difference. He's no youngster. I think he's already in his 40s, but he's, like I said, he's been away from the stage for, it'll be I'm pretty sure it's 3 years now. The fact that he's an older bodybuilder and he took that much time off, that's a factor. And the fact that the bigger bodybuilders tend not to do very well as they get up there in age, as opposed to some of the smaller bodybuilders. And it's not going to work out all that well for him, I don't think. I still think he can, if he steps on stage, I still think he can get into the top 10. How far up in the top 10? I would question whether he could even make top 5 now. There are guys out there that I'm sure will beat him. We're not going to see anything like the Ramy of old, Ramy at his best. And that's just the way I see it. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video, please let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.